Okay, we are recording now. Okay, so this was, if you guys remember, let's see if I have it open. This is what we talked about last time, this portals. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so the guy goes in a portal, comes out a different portal. We're going to change this code a little bit so that when he hits a portal, instead of him coming out, we're going to make something else come out of that other portal. And we're going to do it with one function. Okay, so if you remember, we built all these portals, and then we did some on hits, and this was moving the player. So I'm going to delete this code right here. Okay, and do you guys know what Furby is? You guys ever heard of a Furby?
No. Oh, Furby. I think so.
You think so? I found a good Furby picture. Furby transparent background. Let's find a Furby, and we'll make Furby come out of the portal. Okay.
That toy, yeah, I know it.
Which one do you like on here, Dave?
I like the blue one.
You got it. Let me click on the blue one. Okay, so I'm going to swipe his link real fast. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So when the player hits portal 1, we're going to call a function named Furby. Okay? And now we're going to create that function. Now I'm just going to create it straightforward first, and then I'll modify it in just a little bit. Okay, so we have this function Furby. We're just going to do proof of concept here. When we hit it, we're going to make a variable. I'll just call it F. And here we get and then there's the thing to Furby. Okay, so when we hit player 1, we're expecting a Furby to show up. We haven't told it where to go or what to do, so it should just show up in the top left corner. So let's make it. Okay, there he is. And as long as I keep hitting it, more and more Furbies actually are showing up. Okay, so now we're going to give this Furby a little shape. So we'll go Furby.type equals Furby. Oh, whoops, that says Gerby. Okay, and then we're going to go F dot. Let's do a move to, and let's move him to that other portal. Was it? I think it was like this.
Make him a little bit more smaller.
You want him smaller?
Yeah.
Great idea. F dot set size. We'll try this size, okay? Okay, now there's one problem with this code. We'll get an error. If you remember, I'll do a quick review. We made this empty array right there, and every time we made a portal, we pushed it into that array. But if we want our start function and our function Furby to see that, then we need to put the array, we're going to put it way up top. We're going to put it right here. So now it's before function start begins and before function Furby begins. So now both of those functions can access that array. Sorry, that looks crazy scrolling it. Okay, so he will go, we'll move him there, and then we'll set his size. And should we give him some gravity? So he falls to the bottom, okay?
Yeah. Okay,
so now let's see what happens. I'm going to touch this portal, and there's the Furbies. Every time I touch the portal, we get a waterfall of Furbies. Okay? Is that a good size, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to change this up. Okay, now here's the good part I wanted to teach you. Now let's say when I hit portal 3, it also calls Furby, okay? But we might want some different attributes. So watch what I do here. So I'm going to, I need these quotes. I'm going to delete this out, and in here, am going to put in between the parentheses, the URL to the image. So it's going to get passed as the first item, and in this function, our function Furby, so this calls the function, and when you call the function, you can pass information. And the function receiving that call, it can take that information and store it as variables. So I'm just going to put image right there, okay? And then, so what happens is this URL gets passed to this function, renamed as image, and then displayed here as image. Let's get rid of the portal number, and we're just going to put PN, okay? PN. And I'm going to define PN here, and then up here, I'll do a comma and give PN a value. Next, let's do the size. We'll just call this width and height. So I got to add those here as receiving variable, and then when I call the function, I need to give it the values. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take this same information and throw it in the portal 3, except for when he hits portal 3, let's have this Furby show up at portal 4, and let's make a big Furby. Okay? Okay, I'll answer questions right after this. So what's going to happen is, now whenever I hit a portal, it's going to call the function, but it's going to have it's going to have variables defined and then received by these variable names. So let me save it and refresh. So when I hit this one, we get that Furby. Now when I hit this one, oh no, we got an error. I got an error in my code. Let me see what I did wrong. Whoops. Let's see what the console says. Furby is not, oh, I've spelled it wrong. 9 times out of 10, the mistakes are from spelling. I was trying to call a function named Furby. Okay, so when I hit this one, we get that Furby. When I hit this one, oh no, we got another error. Oh, shoot. On 216. Oh, maybe this was supposed to be 3. Yes, that was supposed to be 3. There is no portal 4. Okay, here we go. We'll try one more time. There's that Furby, and then there's that Furby. Okay, so if we wanted a different Furby picture there, let's grab a weird one. Where's a weird one, Dave? This one? No, I don't want that one. I want one with a checkered background so it's transparent.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's find a good one. There we go. So if I were to change this URL, it still will get passed in here as image and used when we create the new object. Okay, so now if I come back here, refresh, there's that Furby, and then there's this Furby. And all we had to do was just write one function. So you can use this function over and over that would create an image, move it to a specific place, and we could change this up so it'd be different, and then set its size. And so any other variable we wanted to make, we could put them at different speeds, we could do all sorts of stuff. 0, f.push, and then we could make all this random, but let's push the Furbies left by s for speed. So then we would add the variable s here, and then we'd need to tell it a speed. So this Furby will go slow, and this Furby will have go fast. Okay? So watch this. Now when I click here, now it starts pushing him right at the beginning instead of when he lands. So there's our Furbies coming after us. Ah! So kind of a weird example, but hopefully you can see how you can use one function over and over by calling it and then just passing in the values that you want it to set for that triggering event.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so you can use that in your game. When you're doing your game design competition, you could hit some place and have something weird come out. And then you could reuse that same function over and over, even though it looks like it's changing the game. So, good work, guys. Make the other Furby pink. Sorry, Julian, I can't see your chats when I'm in there. Oh, Julian might have missed it. So, oh, Julian's back. Okay, did you have any questions, Julian? Okay, had you done that before? Okay, so you can use, that's what the function parentheses are for. So you can pass values. Oh, you missed the rest of the demo. Okay, I'll send you the video recording. You get my emails, right, Julian? Okay, so here's how it ended, Julian. You hit this one, and now he bounces that way. Oh, you can't see my screen. Let me share my screen real fast. I'll show you how it ended. So here's the code. I don't know how far you saw. And we added some speed, a push left. So now when I hit this Furby, that portal triggers that Furby, and this one triggers this Furby. Okay? Man alive. So, okay, I'll send out the video to everyone. I'm going to stop recording now.